Good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning, vinyl community. How are you? Mr. Rick here once again to show you a few more of my favorite country albums we've been going through. To kind of recap, if you this is the first time you've seen it, these videos go back to the 1950s, and we have been trying to get through. We're up to 1971, I believe. The last one was, we've been through the 50s, we've been through the 1960s, and now we're into the 1970s. These are just my personal favorites, but hopefully that some of you'll see an album that you'd like to have maybe and want to order it through YouTube or wherever, or your favorite record store. So let's pick up where we left off. I think the last album was Tom T. Hall's Greatest Hits from 1971. So next is an album that I think is it should be in every country music collection if it's not. This is a great album. It's by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, but it came out in 1971. It's called Will the Circle Be Unbroken? And this is an album that has a lot of standards on it. It's got a lot of great people on it. Roy Acuff is in this thing talking, and also... oh gosh, let me see. Mother Maybelle Carter is in this thing, Earl Scruggs, Doc Watson, and he had Doc Watson and Merle Travis, a conversation between those two about how they enjoy each other's guitar picking. They're just so it's like a live recording. It's not just studio. You actually hear these people talking back and forth and everything. This is a great album. It's a 3-record set, and if you can find it, by all means, you will enjoy the music that's on it. They came out with a second album back in the 90s. They updated it. They put Johnny Cash and several other Merle Watson and all that. And this is the if you can see that, I've got it on cassette, but I don't have it on album or vinyl, but there's Will the Circle Be Unbroken from I guess around 1992 or so, and another great album. Cruise up to 1972, of course. Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs had broken up in the early 70s. They played each other out, and they just, Earl wanted to go do some contemporary stuff, and Lester, he wanted to stay traditional. So he teamed up with Mac Wiseman and several others and made albums, and he put this one out in 1971. It's called Kentucky Ridge Runner, and it's a good one. It's got Rolling in My Sweet Baby's Arms, one of my favorite. Jesus Gold is a great song that he put out in it. And I think one Backing to Birmingham, where he takes a tractor trailer and drives it all the way to Memphis in reverse. It's a cute little song. But it's a great album, and you can't go wrong with Lester Flatt, especially if you're a traditional country fan like I am. Lester was, he was great. 1972 was the year Tanya Tucker came out, and this is one of her first albums, if not the first album for her on, I believe it was Columbia, and Delta Dawn. And this has got the Delta Dawn on it, the Jamestown Ferry, which was also a hit for her. Loves the Answer, and she does a few copies of, Happiest Girl in the Whole USA, and I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. But early Tanya Tucker, and she was good in her day, of course. Gosh, she lasted all the way up into the 90s. She was so young when she started. Another guy that came out in the 70s, 1973, was a fellow by the name of Joe Stampley. And I remember when he came out, he was different. He was putting a little bit of rock and roll into country. I mean, it wasn't the same traditional stuff. I think he was one of the founders of the modern country movement of the 1980s. Joe Stampley. It was good. I mean, Bring It On Home is the hit off of this album, and Soul Song, if you remember that one. But another good album. Joe Stampley, one of my favorites, and that's Soul Song. And another fellow that came out in 1973, Johnny Rodriguez. He put that Tex-Mex sound into his country, and you can't go wrong with him either. He was good country. I enjoyed his taste. You always come back to Hurtin' Me and Pass Me By if you're only passing through with two of the hits off of this album. Of course, Jerry Kennedy was one of the people that produced it, and a good sound there. And another good album. His first, I always like the first albums of, it seems like they put extra effort into it to make it great. Then Loretta Lynn from '73. Here's another great album I enjoy listening to. This is Love is the Foundation. And my favorite song on this thing is one called I Love You, I Love You. It's just a beautiful song that she sings. And it's a good album, too. There's a lot of, Hey Loretta was the hit off of it. Love is the Foundation was another hit on it. And a lot of the songs that she wrote, Five Fingers Left, for example. And she just does a good job. And this is a wonderful album if you get a chance. Pick that one up. You'll enjoy it. Love is the Foundation. Lynn Anderson was flying high in 1973. She was doing a great job. She'd had Rose Garden out 3 years before and had been a smash hit. And then she put out, the Carpenters came out with it first, Top of the World. And they recorded it, and she copied the record almost instrument for instrument. But she had a #1 smash with this album, Top of the World. And it's a good one, too. She does a lot of copies on it, like The Nights Went Out in Georgia, and Kids Say the Darndest Things. But still a good album from Lynn Anderson. I was a particular Lynn Anderson fan when I was young, and enjoyed her stuff. We had the 8-track of this next album when I was growing up, and we played it. It was Charlie Pride, Amazing Love. Another great album that he put out. Charlie, you can't go wrong with Charlie Pride. Let me see. The Mr. Joe Henry's Hand Clapping Air Rhythm Band is one of the songs on it. Old Photographs. Amazing Love was the big hit off of it. But you can't go wrong with Charlie Pride. This is, I guess this is his 20th album or 19th album. And a good album. It's just a good country album. I enjoy that one also. Of course, the #1 song of 1973 was You've Never Been This Far Before, and that was by Conway Twitty. And this album, the title cut, You've Never Been This Far Before, and another good country album. You can't go wrong with Conway Twitty either. Baby's Gone was the other hit off of it. He does a couple of Buck Owens tunes, Above and Beyond for one. And let's see, there's Born to Lose and The Weakness in Your Man and several others. This is a great album. I enjoy Conway Twitty too. He was really good, especially in the 1973 and 74. And this is You've Never Been This Far Before. I enjoyed Johnny Bush. When I first heard Whiskey River in '93, Johnny Bush was the first one to put it out. Then Willie Nelson got a hold of it and made it a whole new hit. And the song is known by Willie Nelson because when Charlie Bush's record went off the charts, they stopped playing it, but they continued to play Willie Nelson's. I like this version better because it's more country. It's more rounded 4/4 time country. I'll be honest with you, I have not heard this album yet, but I intend to listen to it. But he's got There Stands a Glass by Webb Pierce's big hit, and another Bridge to Burn, which was Glenn Campbell's hit, and Pour the Wine, and his version of Whiskey River, just among just a few of them. But that's Johnny Bush, Whiskey River from '73. And of course, I think this was probably the #1 album of 1973. Charlie Rich and Behind Closed Doors. He just came out and did such a great job. This was the album that put him on the map. But there are some great songs on it. The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, of course, we've heard. Behind Closed Doors. And Nothing in the World to Do with Me is one of my personal favorites off of it. We Love Each Other. Peace on You, and just several others. But Charlie Rich, this was the album that really made him a country star from 1973. But in 74, he didn't stop there, because he had another smash hit in 74, and that was A Very Special Love Song that came out. This one also was a big popular. Very Special Love Song was a very beautiful song that he put out. Some of my favorites are A Field of Yellow Daisies that he sings, and let's see, He Follows My Footsteps, which is a song about his son, and Pretty People, and There Won't Be Any More was the other hit off of it. But this is another good Charlie Rich album. It was a follow-up to Behind Closed Doors, and another smash for him, and that really put him on the map. Of course, you can't be wrong with that. We also had this one on 8-track when I was growing up, and that's Merle Haggard's 30th album, and another great album. Gosh, The Old Man from the Mountain, Things Aren't Funny Anymore, A Honky Tonk Nighttime Man, Holding Things Together, and just a great album. We enjoyed this one a lot too. We listened to this a lot when I was growing up. That's from Merle Haggard presents his 30th album from 1974. And here's one that's kind of hard to find, and if you find it, you found a jewel, because this is Johnny Cash's version of Ragged Old Flag. And it's a recitation about a flag. I won't tell you the story of it because it takes too long, but get a chance. That track will make you feel patriotic. I tell you, by the time he finishes with Ragged Old Flag, you've got a tear in your eye. He also has a lot of good songs, Lonesome to the Bone, Good Morning Friend, and several others. But if you find a copy of this album, pick it up. You won't let it go, I guarantee you. Johnny Cash from 74, Ragged Old Flag. Then we go to 1975. This is Gene Watson and his album called Love and a Hot Afternoon. And that's exactly what that was, the title cut to it. Love and a Hot Afternoon. Where Love Begins is another good song on it. And This Is My Year from Mexico, which was covered by Crystal Gale, if I'm not mistaken. And just another good album. Gene Watson was fresh then. He was brand new coming out, and his stuff was just so special. I've always enjoyed a good Gene Watson tune. I've got his greatest hits and several of his albums, and I enjoy them, every one. Gene Watson. And last but not least, from 1974, Dolly Parton had a great album she put out. Jolene, of course, and it was a fantastic record. I Will Always Love You is the one of the hits off of it, along with Jolene. But she writes a lot of these songs and sings them, and The Lonely Coming Down is one of my favorites. It Must Be You, Highlight of My Life, along with Jolene, and I Will Always Love You is the reason I went out and bought this album, I'll be honest with you. It was a good one. And this is Dolly's, I guess her 9th or 10th album from 1974, and Jolene. So if you get a chance, pick that one up, and you'll enjoy it. I hope there's a few albums that you enjoyed listening to, I hope you find a few of them. And if there's something I can do for you, something maybe there's an album you'd like me to show, or a famous artist that you enjoy listening to, or whatever, leave me a comment in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to do what I can for you. Until we meet you again, this is Mr. Rick saying that if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll see you for long.